Back. It's 2023 Canada Day. This time last year we were doing the Victoria Trail from Fort Sask to Smoky Lake. This year it's going to be from Fort Sask to Athabasca. About double the distance, probably double the amount of days out. The weather's looking okay so far. I'm going to see some rain, some sunshine, probably a lot of mosquitoes. Anyways, here's a bit of what we're doing. The 100-mile portage from Fort Saskatchewan to Athabasca. A route that they used by, or a route that was built by the Hudson's Bay Company in 1876 and used around 1912. It was used to carry furs and goods in between the North Saskatchewan River and the Athabasca River, and I plan to ride my bike down it and probably back. We have a bit of a new setup from last year. We got Apodura bags, a Rock Bros roll bag, sporting a oval chain ring. Should help with that knee pain I was getting last year. Got the North Saskatchewan just on the other side. First stop is Zach Berg's house in Gibbons. Have some lunch, and then after that we got to get to Opal, or at least the Lily Lake trailhead, and we're gonna find a campsite around there for the evening. Alrighty, catch you later. Here we are on the gravel, and we're made it to the Fort Augustus cairn. If you remember from my last trip, Fort Augustus was located just down below on the flats along the river. And it's beautiful out. Riding through this beautiful little neighborhood. Sure is nice. We're out of the beautiful little neighborhood of New Haven along Sturgeon Drive, all nice pavement. Now it looks like we got the wheat on the left and the canola on the right. Storms off in the distance. And miles of gravel. This is what I call vacation, and I love it. But it's only like 2 hours into the first day, so we'll see how I feel tomorrow. Made it to Long Riders. Let's go see if Zach's home. Zach Berg!
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Welcome to Camp Berg.
He's gonna be on YouTube.
Oh shit. Called you by accident.
Oh.
False alarm.
False alarm. Look at the fishing boat. That's awesome.
Yeah, the old 12-footer.
Made it to Gibbons. It is pouring rain. I was about to leave, but not yet. The sun finally came back out.
Thank you, Katie.
It's beautiful.
I don't think this is real.
I'm trying a new thing on my trip. Instead of just listening to music all the time, I have a speaker on my bar. And we're listening to a podcast about Bigfoot to scare the shit out of myself before I sleep in the woods all night. Right on.
Hudson, by the way, it's like a lost.
We're on the pavement now. Range Road 231 went from gravel to asphalt, so that's nice. But now we got a headwind and we're going uphill. Right on. Everything got muddy and dirty. Oh well. Well, I thought I had a shortcut in between the two subdivisions that go around Lily Lake through the Trans-Canada Trail, as it's labeled. But then it just comes to this keyhole and it stops against a barbed wire fence. And on the other side of the barbed wire fence is Range Road 233, or the Lily Lake trailhead at the end of that dead end road, which is where my camp's going to be. So the joys of bike packing, I now have to backtrack about 5 kilometers and then go around the lake lot subdivision another 5k. So it's probably about a 10-kilometer backtrack. Oh well, good thing I have lots of food and time. See if that will boil some water. This is what camp looks like part 2, because clouds came in and it's starting to rain. So I moved the tent under the tarp Move the bike under the tarp a bit. Got my rocket stove cooling down. The scary thing is, this is a trail network, apparently, the Lily Lake Trail Network. And there's a gate at the entrance to this place, and it was open when I came in, but I just had the sudden realization that what if it's not open tomorrow when I leave? Then I'm royally screwed. But it's supposed to be a public area, so I hope I don't have to hop a fence. That would suck. Morning. It was a good sleep, I guess. Very windy. Tent shook around all night and it stayed pegged down. The tarp didn't fly away, so I guess it's all good. It's about 8 degrees, 10 degrees outside. It's very cold whenever I get out of here, so I'm kind of reluctant to get up and make coffee. But here we go. Alrighty, we got camp all packed up. That's where my tent was. We have very gray, dark skies ahead and sunny ones behind us. It's going to be a wet day. Today we have to make it to Echo Lake, which is, I'm estimating, about 20 to 30K up the road. Yesterday we did 61 kilometers. I'll try and show you on the map here what it looks like. Alrighty, so we are this blue dot. I stopped recording at the entrance to this dead-end road, and we started all the way here in Fort Saskatchewan. I started recording on the bridge. That dark blue line is my route. The light blue turquoise line is my route that I've done already. So we went from Fort to Gibbons, up and up and up to the Lily Lake area. That's Lily Lake. So today we got to go up past Lily Lake, up and around Half Moon Lake, up to this little lake right here, the Echo Lake Family Campground. And that's the goal for today. Elena and Lizzie are excited to see me, and I'm excited to see them. Let's see our mileage from yesterday. Oh, if that button would work. There we go. 61 kilometers and 4.5 hours of ride time. 13 kilometer an hour average speed. Pretty good. Endorsement. I love my absolute black oval chainring. Last year when I did this trip, my bike maybe weighed like 65 pounds with all my food, water, gear, and I'm easily 40 pounds over that this year. And by about 30 kilometers into my Smoky Lake trip last year, my knees were swollen and on fire, and it really hurt to do that trip. I'm on this chainring now, and I'm almost 70 kilometers in on the second day, and I have no knee pain. It's insane. Yeah, if you have knee pain and you want to be more efficient and all that stuff and want your bike to look a little weird, get the absolute black oval chainring. 100%. Love it.
Little cows.
Uh-oh. Five more kilometers to Echo Lake Family Campground. There's the Half Moon Lake Community Hall. There's the miles of gravel I just did. I said today was going to be an easy day. It's not easy. It's still hard. Holy crap. There's the trail marker to show that I'm on the Trans-Canada Trail. Pretty interesting. Oh, we made it to Echo Lake. That looks like my truck. Oh, I see a tarp. I smell a fire. Oh, there she is. There's Lizzie Lou. Hi, Lizzie Lou. Hello. That's awesome. Oh, let's go check this place out. Yeah. Yeah. The lady at the front almost didn't want to let me in. Yeah, she thought maybe you're escaping a domestic abuse situation. Yeah, she's like, I don't want to give that information away. I was like, oh, well, that's... I know. I was like, well, that's my truck in your campsite, so... Camp at Echo Lake. I have my bike under a tarp because it's pouring. We got a kick-ass fire going, and I showed up and Elena already had everything set up. That was awesome. Not so self-supported. Lizzie, keep walking. Here we are at Echo Lake. It was a rainy one, but it was good. Thank you. See you at home. Well, that was a good night. Spent a night at Echo Family Lake. Pretty little campsite, privately owned. Now we're going up the trail and it's raining and I'm already soaked and we have a late start at 11:40. I have to make it about 40-50k I'm estimating to the Washtenaw Valley area. I think there's more campsites along the way if I can't make it and I need to just take out shelter for the night, but this is supposed to be the last rainy day and tomorrow is supposed to be sunny and in the mid-20s for the rest of the trip. So I hope it stays the same forecast. Anyways, let's get pedaling. No trespassing. We're getting into the section of the trail where it's not fenced on either side of the road and it's crown land. So if I really had to, I could go anywhere in these woods and pitch my tent. And it's rather tempting because it looks so nice. I had to stop. My front brake caliper is rubbing up against my rotor, so I gotta readjust it. It's been making a lot of noise. You can see it's basically touching right there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. But I got the Allen key out and now I'm gonna try and fix it, I guess. I found a section of the ALT along the gravel road and I decided to ride my bike down it just to get off the gravel for a bit, see if maybe I could find a camp spot. And I was looking on Google satellite image and I saw this dock and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's actually there. And sure enough it is, on Tawatanaw Lake. Cool. Here we are in Rochester, apparently a popular stopping point along the Athabasca Landing Trail, with several what they call stopping houses where people would stop to eat and sleep and load up, I guess. And it was also a place for the CN Railway when it came through here in 1912. And it was renamed Rochester, apparently, after Herbert Rochester, who was a secretary of the Canadian National Railway from 1909 to 1915. You can tell that it is an old little town. It's very cool, though. Here's camp night 3 at the Tawatanaw River Valley viewpoint. It's only accessible by foot or bicycle, apparently. Bunch of these really pretty Alberta lilies. I have a whole lake to myself. It's amazing. Well, technically a river. The Tawatanaw Lake is south down the road. But this is just where the river widens a bit, I guess. Super quiet. No one here. There's a camp trailer way up there, but no way he can see me. Used to be a boardwalk. Not so much. Catch you later on day 4. Good morning. It's the beginning of day 4. And last night it was pretty good. It wasn't super cold. It rained a bit, but my tent held up, so that's good. Let's see what it looks like outside. Oh yeah. A little overcast. A little bit of blue. It's get up and make coffee. Alrighty, here we are, about to start day 4. Bike's all loaded up. I had the most perfect camp spot right in this little cutout back here. So today we have to get from the Tawatanau River viewpoint, where we are right now. So that's us. We're at the river viewpoint. We gotta head north past Perryvale, Minook, and then we're gonna head up to Collinton. Around Collinton, the road actually turns from the gravel road to the actual double track. So that'll be nice. I'm trying to show you it here. Yeah, just north. It splits off of the main road here, and it goes into the woods, and it's an actual double track walking path all the way up to Alaska, or Athabasca, for the last, I think, 15K, 10-15K. I might not make it that far north of Collinton tonight, but we're going to try to at least get around there. I'm estimating from here to Collinton it's still 30K. So we'll see how the day goes. It's 9:47. This is exciting. I'm actually at a point in the road in which it breaks off the gravel and turns into a double track hiking cycling trail. And it's labeled Trans-Canada Trail and Athabasca Landing Trail. Cool little sign. That's where I came from. We got a big storm rolling in the distance. There was some fresh bear shit on the road. I'm really out here now. And it feels great. I'm excited. This is the designated trail for the Athabasca Landing Trail. Trans-Canada. You can tell that the trail plans definitely were started and abandoned 10 years ago. Which is sad because I'm having a lot of fun. I'm sure it could actually be a really popular route if they did it right. Well, this is interesting. I was just biking along the trail, and this was just right along the road. It looks like a church. Holy crap. Wow. Look at that. This was a church. Had to have been. Look at that. Fireplace? Mezzanine? Maybe it was a house? Let's look around the front. Trying to see if there was a cross. Can't tell. Maybe it's just like a cathedral style front room. Anyways, this is super cool. I don't see a cross or anything up top, so maybe it wasn't a church. Probably not. If I had any info on this place, I would tell you. But yeah, it's super old. It's definitely from that early 1900s. If not older. Wow. Very interesting. This is why I love riding bikes. Finding stuff like this. In 1912 gave a portion of his land to build the St. Andrew's Anglican Church. The original log church still stands on its original site. So that was the Anglican church that we were standing in just previous. So that's pretty cool. In 1912, that's when that church was built. So it's over 100 years old now. That's super cool. There's the Collington store. Another nice little prairie town in Alberta. Cool. Another little creek. Oh fuck. The bridge is a wee bit washed out. Okay. I'm going to go ahead first. There. Okay, that was the scary part. Wow. This is why Elena hates bridges. I did it. The 100-mile portage from Fort Saskatchewan to Athabasca Landing. More like 188, 190 kilometers. But I did it. I didn't think I was going to, and I did it sooner than I thought I was, so I'm pretty happy. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to try to make it all the way back. I'd need to take more vacation, but maybe next year. Well, next year I'm going to move on to other things. I think next year we're going to go west towards the mountains. Anyways, now we have to go up north of town and try and find a campsite along the river, hopefully. Catch you later. Hello. Welcome to Camp Athabasca. You probably can't see it, but that's the town down below me and the river flowing beside it. I'm camped out on the local toboggan hill. I don't think anyone's coming tobogganing anytime soon. Anyways, there's a clearing in behind the hill. Here's my camp. Got the bike all unloaded and my tent set up. Night number 5, last night, out on the Athabasca Landing Trail. Elena's gonna come pick me up after work tomorrow while I spend the day riding the trails around town. They have Muskeg Creek Park, so we're gonna go check that out and see what it looks like. Morning. It's the beginning of day 5, the last day out in the middle of nowhere. Well, we're not in the middle of nowhere, we're just above the city. Anyways, we got coffee going. We got a stupid meme compilation on YouTube playing. And it's a beautiful morning. And it's my birthday. The only thing that would make it better is if I was with Elena and the dog. That is 100% a telescope. It says Astro Haven on it. Cool. This is the old CN rail station in Athabasca. Don't know how old it is, but the railway started in 1912, so somewhere around there. Alright, this is the Scott tractor. An over 100-year-old tractor built in 1911, sitting in front of the Athabasca Public School, better known as the Brick School, and it was completed in September 1914. Very cool. This is the Athabasca United Church. It was completed in 1913. Very cool. Look who it is. It's Lucy Lou. Oh, that's adorable. Hello.
Hello.
Oh. I'm homeward bound. That's the end of the trip. Don't ever think you can't do anything, because yes, you can do it if you keep telling yourself you can do it, because that's the only way I got here. Anyways, see you next time. We're doing the Iron Horse Trail from start to finish. And we'll meet Lizzie Lou at the end too. And Elena Bobina.